Hi. How's it going? It is I, Inukitto, and I am frozen because PNG Tuber Plus decided to crash just as I started streaming. But you know, that's life. Always something getting in the way. But yeah, if I sound a little crisper today, that's because I got a new microphone. And I'm trying to talk while relaunching. I'm gone. I've disappeared. I'm lost in the woods now. Goodbye, everyone. They'll never see me again. Okay. Am I back? Hello. It's working. Yes. Yay. Anyways, hello. I got a new microphone. As you can hear, I sound a little more crisper. I just got it recently. And so I wanted to do a little just chatting stream to test it out. You know, see if it's working. So the microphone I got, it's a Q20 dynamic mic, I think it's called. You know, what happened is I watched some videos on good mics and this is what popped up first, so I got this one. It's a dynamic mic, which is very useful because from what I've heard, dynamic mics means that it doesn't really pick up that much sound. Well, it picks up sound that's like close to the microphone itself, but not far away. So right now I'm talking very quietly, so my mouth is like right against the microphone. I'm like at licking distance from the microphone. I could just lick it right now, which I won't do because that's kind of nasty. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of streamer. But yeah. And because I'm a bit quiet, it's kind of giving that like ASMR feeling, but I'm not an ASMR streamer either. I'm just a human who likes to talk a lot. Yes, a human. Despite what I might look like, I am indeed a human. And I look very human-like. Very, very human. So yeah, this is just a chill chatting stream. If you want to say something, come and say something. Don't be shy. I mean, any advice, if you're like someone who knows a little bit more about streaming or about mics or about OBS or anything, and you've got some tips to share, don't feel shy. Please share them. I'm very new. I know I'm not the best at this yet, but I'm trying to improve things. I'm trying to test things out. Like, I just a few hours ago I made this new screen for just chatting. I just cobbled it together with some stick and duct tape. It's very graphic design's my passion, but it's like it works. You know, I like minimal designs. I don't like when there's too much fancy stuff on the screen. Like I see some overlays where it's like they have like RGB everywhere and it's flashy, but I like the simple designs. I think simple is nice. So I went for this simple, you know, just a GIF in the background of rain that you probably can't see. But yeah. But it should work for now. Got some little music playing in the background. So yeah. Looks like everything's working on OBS, but who knows. But yeah, anyways, what was it, yesterday or 2 days ago? I played Chrono Trigger. It was my first ever gaming stream, and that was a lot of fun. I had 2 people show up talking in chat, and that was really, really fun. I really enjoyed like having people chat with me and giving me tips and talk about the game. I know that like for a lot of people, Chrono Trigger is very nostalgic. It's kind of nostalgic for me in the sense that I like listening to the BGM. Like I've been listening to BGM for a really long time, but I haven't finished the game. I only played a little bit. So yeah, I want to continue playing Chrono Trigger. I'm planning to play it on Tuesday at 12 p.m. EST. I think I'll try to schedule that on Twitch itself so that everyone can see. I need to improve the layout of my Twitch. Like I need to change the profile pic to make it more updated. Gotta change the banner. So there's like a lot of things I need to do to make myself more marketable, more noticeable. Because I can't just blame on, like I know people tend to blame. Well, I'm not gonna make broad generalizations. I have an issue that I do that too much. But yeah, like I am very well aware that like the reason why I don't have many viewers, I don't have many followers or whatever or chatters is because I'm still really new and I still need to grow. I still need to make myself marketable. I still need to make things look good. Right now my profile picture is not the most inviting one, so I have to change that up. So yeah, I'm gonna change things up to make it more inviting so people can come in. So that's one of the reasons why I got a new mic. It's because I was listening through the VODs I've had, and honestly, I really can't stand the microphone quality. Like, it's not even charming, it's just annoying. And so I just bit the bullet and just bought a new one. It's a little pricey, but it's still like on the lower end in terms of price when it comes to decent mics. But, it's serviceable for me. And like if you go too cheap with a microphone, it's just gonna be like crappy. It's not gonna be worth it. You might as well just pay a little extra for something decent. But yeah, I got a new microphone. I should sound a little bit better. Should sound a little gooder. Guess I'll continue on. I actually made a list of things to talk about in case my mind wanders off. I'm the type of person who likes to talk to themselves when they're alone, so that's why I wanted to start streaming, because I feel like, man, I'm ready to talk to myself alone when I'm alone. Might as well talk to a microphone so I don't sound like I'm crazy. Even though I've heard that talking to yourself when you're alone is actually really healthy, because it helps you process your thoughts. It's just, you should only see a doctor if, say, you talk back, if you're talking to a reflection and the reflection talks back, then you should see a doctor. But if you're just talking to a reflection and you're fully aware that you're talking to yourself and no one's there, I mean, that's normal. Nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I want to talk about previous streams. Chrono Trigger. So the last Chrono Trigger stream, I looked through it and oh my god, I dropped so many frames near the end. Actually, there was like a huge chunk of it where I just dropped frames. Like the game was like 1 FPS. It was insane. Like it was unwatchable. So after the stream was done, I went and looked into how to improve the streaming quality. And so I've optimized a few settings to make things smoother. So one of the things I did was I started running OBS on admin mode, because I heard that it actually makes OBS run smoother. I went to the settings in OBS and I put dynamic bitrate, because apparently what that's supposed to do is that it lowers the quality of your stream whenever it's lagging, but at least it's not going to be choppy. And honestly, I rather the stream quality dip than for it to get choppy, because then at least it's watchable. I also lowered the resolution of my stream, so I'm streaming at 720p instead of 1080p. Because honestly, like, unless you're watching on like a big giant flat screen TV or something, you're not really gonna notice the difference. Like, I know a lot of people watch Twitch on like phones and stuff. I watch stuff mostly on an iPad, so I don't really notice the resolution differences that much. And I'm like not playing like super HD, like high definition games. I'm mostly planning to play like Switch games or like SNES games or like classic retro games. So I think for now like 720p is fine. I mean, once I get a better computer and better internet and whatever, I'll do 10. But right now I think 720 is good enough for me. What else did I do to change some stuff? Yeah, I made sure my computer was using Ethernet, so I disabled Wi-Fi, and I like set things up so that it prioritized Ethernet cable. And I had an application running in the background that was hogging up a lot of CPU, and I killed that application. And now it shouldn't be hogging a ton of CPU. So I think next time I play Chrono Trigger, it should be a lot smoother, and microphone quality would be better. And also, I think the audio levels should be better, because I noticed last time I played Chrono Trigger, the game audio was very, very low. And yeah, I need to make sure that the audio levels are appropriate. Like, I did a lot of testing for the audio levels before streaming. So hopefully the audio levels are decent this stream. It should be around, yeah. I made sure that the, wanted the music to be a little bit quieter than my voice, but not too quiet. Because I think the music helps with the fact that I have a blank. Sorry. Newbie streamer here. Also, it's late at night. Okay, I wanted to stream because I got like super excited because I got a new mic and it sounds so good and I wanted to show it off, and so I really wanted to try streaming because I think it would have been really cool. But yeah. What else do I want to talk about? Oh yeah, I got a capture card. It's kind of a cheapo one, like very cheap compared to like Elgato, but it's good enough. I tested it out, so I think I'll be able to stream some Switch games. The only issue is that I'll have to play through OBS, so like I'll have a lot of lag playing the game, but that shouldn't be too big of an issue if I'm playing like RPGs, where it's not that big of an issue. But it is going to be an issue for like more intense games, like if I play Legend of Zelda. But who knows, maybe that could be like a fun little feature, is the fact that the lag is getting in the way. But I'll have to test it out if it work well. But yeah. Oh, my model froze again. PNG tuber crashed. Oh well. Yeah, I looked in task managers. The PNG tuber uses a lot of CPU. That's probably why it died. I think it's a very CPU intensive program. I don't know how to optimize it. I mean, from what I know about PNG Tuber Plus is that it was made by one person. It's a free program. It's already cool that it exists as is, and it's really awesome. Maybe I'll get VitoTube. I think it's called VitoTube or something. I know there's another PNG Tuber program that's a little simpler, but I think it's less intensive in terms of resources. But it's also, I heard, it's really cool. I think it's called VitoTube. I might try that out. But I think for now I want to use this because I think it's cool. I like the bounciness. I like the dynamicism that this gives my character, and also I spent a long time setting things up, so like I don't want to set things up again. I don't have an emotion to describe me being tired. Why didn't I make an emo for being tired? Why didn't I make an emo for being tired? Oh god, I need a face for frustration, and I need a face for tired, but I don't have enough slots anymore. Yeah, maybe I should have made all the variants for the face after I started streaming, because then I would have like known what to use. But whatever. This isn't my final form. I do eventually want to get a VTuber model. I'm thinking of making it myself. Like, I think it would be really cool to do like a stream of me figuring out how to make one, or at least I'll make it behind the scenes. But I think what I'll do is maybe I'll draw it on stream, and then rigging it, I'll do it off stream, and maybe like the final touches I'll stream, because I know that when it comes to rigging, I'll have to like do a lot of research and I'll have to look up a lot of tutorials on how to do it. But I'm thinking that the VTuber model, like the first one I would do, would be like something very simple, like what I'm currently using as my PNG tuber model. But that's for like the future. I don't think I'm gonna do a PNG tuber. I don't think I'm gonna do a VTuber model right away, because I think I just need to get used to streaming first. And like, if I put too much on my plate, I'm gonna overwhelm myself, and yeah, it's gonna be too much for me. And I have other things I need to focus on right now. Like, I need to do some studying on the side and do some job searching. I'm actually thinking maybe either going back to work or to university. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, I need to do some stuff outside of VTubing, like actually doing productive stuff. But yeah, but this is really fun. I'm enjoying this. I just feel like I want to keep talking. I know there's, I don't know. I'm very good at talking to myself. I'm very good at talking when I'm all alone, because I'm just used to being alone. It's my natural state of being, is being by myself. I actually get sometimes overwhelmed when I'm in like a large group of people. But yeah. I'm looking forward to playing Chrono Trigger again. I hope I get more people coming in and saying hi and giving me tips in the game. It's really fun seeing people come in and be like, "Oh, this is a game I grew up with," or "Oh, this is a really cool game." Yeah. I want more chatters, because I think interacting with chat is so fun. Like, I think that's so cool. I think that's the coolest part about streaming, is the fact that you get to interact with like random strangers online. And you get to like, I love the back and forth banter that you get from streamers. Like, I love the memes that arrive from like random chat interactions. I like when chatters like spam certain emotes during certain things. Like, they'll spam the laugh emotes when you're being funny, or like cheer emotes when you win. You know, it's very cute. It's like it's so fun. I really look forward to the day when I have more people chatting in my stream, and I can have that kind of community. Yeah. The day I become affiliate, that's gonna be something. I think once I become affiliate, that's when I'll start working on a VTuber model, because then I'll be like, okay, this is something, I got something going on here. Yeah. But yeah, I don't feel like leaving. I feel like talking. This is fun. I feel I'm having fun doing this. You know, I've wanted to be a streamer for a while now. Like for a long while, but I've been like scared to do it. And now that I'm finally doing it, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm actually doing it." Like, this is real. I can't believe it's real that I'm actually streaming. And like, today I feel like, "Oh, I'm actually kind of decent today." Like, I have a decent mic. I got the music working in the background. I got a chatting screen that works. I got alerts, and I got like a chat box. Like, it's not pro level stuff, but it's decent. and I'm happy that I got something decent going. As like, if you compare it to me right now in my first stream, like my first stream looks bad. It looks like poop. I don't know what I'm doing. My microphone sounds horrible. I'm just like a GIF. I'm just using Microsoft Paint. I don't have any topics. I'm just going with the flow. And honestly, that's fine because the whole point of that first ever stream was just to rip the band-aid. It was just like, you know, like when you go swimming and like the hardest thing about swimming is going into the water the first time. Because you're like, oh man, I'm so used to the warmth of outside, and now I have to go into a cold pool. Like, dipping into a cold pool, it's always kind of like, I don't know if it's scary, but more like, the thought is unpleasant. Like, you don't want to go in. But then once you actually go in, and you're in the water, and you feel refreshed, then it's like, smooth sailing then. Like, I like to swim in lakes, and lakes are pretty cold. Even during the summer when it's hot, lakes tend to stay pretty cold. So like, the hardest part for me when I go swimming in a lake is to go in the first time around. Because it's like, you know, when you first dip into a lake, you kind of have like this panic reaction because it's so cold. But then you just get used to it when you're in the water. And then you're like, man, this is kind of refreshing. Like, it's cold, but I'll survive. I won't die from hypothermia if I keep swimming. I'll be fine. And I feel like that right now. Like, that first stream was me diving into the lake. And then these two couple of streams are me, like, getting used to the cold water. And now I'm getting used to the cold water. Like, I'm like, oh, I'm floating. It's cool, but I'm not gonna die from hypothermia. So, yeah, I'm just... My god, look at that. Look at me doing crazy metaphors. Aren't I amazing with my metaphors? Yeah. Now, that was a smooth metaphor. That was a good metaphor. But yeah. But yeah. I like to say but yeah a lot. I've noticed that. I think that's my tick. I say but yeah. But yeah. But yeah. Man, I just wonder how things are gonna go. I kind of want to keep talking, because I feel like this would be an interesting VOD to look back into later on. Maybe in a year. See how much I've progressed. See how much I've grown. I'm very curious how much I'll grow. I hope I do grow. Like, the one thing that would scare me, one of the worst things would be that I just stay the same. I want to grow. I want to improve. I want to get better. I'm tired of sitting around on my butt all day doing nothing. I want to get better. I want to improve as a person. And I think this is one of the ways I'm going to improve. Because for now this is a hobby. I mean, to be honest, I do wish to make money off of this at some point. You know, it'd be nice to have, like, as a second income, you know, just for a rainy day. Like, if I go to like university, like, it would be nice to have like affiliate status, and then I can make a little money on the side while I'm going to university or when I'm working. It's just a fun thing to have. But also, like, I just want to enjoy, you know, streaming. I want to get out of my comfort zone, branch out. I want to use this as an opportunity to discover new games and play games and not feel guilty about playing games. But, you know, I like gaming. I like playing games. And I don't play them as much as I used to. So this is like a good opportunity for me to try out games. Especially like the classics, because I feel like it's very important to play some of the gaming classics, because they're classics for a reason. They're, you know, Chrono Trigger is from what I've heard, is a pretty influential game. I know there's a streamer called Vine Sauce. He's like a streamer that's inspired me. I really like his videos. I don't really watch many of his streams because he streams too late for me, but I like watching some of his videos on his channel and like clips from Vinny. And he's like a streamer I really respect and I find really funny. And I think his favorite game is Chrono Trigger, so that's one of the reasons why I want to play Chrono Trigger, is because Vinny from Vine Sauce's favorite game is Chrono Trigger. Yeah, so like, in terms of streamers, like my favorite streamers would probably be like Vinny from Vine Sauce and Vraxcale4, so Joel from... Like, I like those two. Especially Joel. I think Joel's humor, like, really suits me. Like, it tickles me in my funny bones. Okay, that sounds a little sus. I'm not a sus streamer. I swear. I swear I'm not sus. But yeah. Those are two streamers I enjoy. What other stream? I've seen a few Germa clips, though I haven't watched that much Germa. I only discovered him recently. I do watch some VTubers. Yeah, I watched some Niju Sanji, I watched some Hololive, Holostars, I watched some VShojo. I actually watched the latest debut of the new VShojo talent. I think their name is K9 Kuro. It's like, I think it's their first male VTuber. That was a fun debut. I really enjoyed watching that. Now that's a professional. Like, watching that debut, I realized like, man, I have a long way to go to be a decent streamer, because I was not bored at all watching that stream. Like, the guy has a lot of talent. Like, he's very good at entertaining chat and keeping things flowing and keeping on topic and, you know, not having dead air, which that's very hard to do. So yeah. I feel like I want to keep going. I'm gonna mute myself for a bit. Back. And this whole time, I think I've only had one viewer, and I think that one viewer was me, so I have been talking to myself this whole time, but that is totally fine. That is totally fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with my toggles. These toggles are fun. I am totally fine. I am fine. Yep, I'm fine. But yeah, Chrono Trigger. I'm gonna play that at 12 p.m. EST. Or EDT. I don't know what's the time zone now. But East Coast time zone. I think that's 3 p.m. PST. So for West Coast Americas, it's 3 p.m. and for East Coast Americas, it's 12 p.m. and it's going to be on Tuesday, if all goes well. And I hope to play a little bit longer than what I played last time, and I hope I don't have the same issues. And then I think, well, I'm not sure if I want to play Chrono Trigger and just that. I think I should try other games. I think I want to play I want to do a run of Final Fantasy VII. Because it's also a game that I've played, but I've never finished. And I stopped very early on in the game for that game. So that's going to be fun to do a whole playthrough of that. And that one I'm going to play it on my Switch through Capture, because I heard the Steam port's not the best. And I already have it on Switch, and I don't want to buy another version of the game. And I think streaming it using Switch instead of Steam will be a lot less intensive for my computer, so it shouldn't lag as much as Chrono Trigger did. And I've mentioned this earlier, but I think I want to do a run of Tears of the Kingdom without the paraglider. I'm not sure if I want to stream the Sky Plateau part because that's not going to be much different from like a normal run of Tears of the Kingdom. Because the paraglider-less run only becomes interesting once you reach the surface. Because that's when the paraglider like starts mattering. Because when you're in the sky, like you're not supposed to have the paraglider anyway. So the game's set up to work without the paraglider. But like once you get to the surface, then it gets a little more difficult. But I think I'll start from the very beginning, just to see if things go well. It'll be fun to replay the game. I'm gonna play it in Japanese. Like I'm gonna have English text with Japanese voices, because I played it the first time in English, so it'll be interesting to hear how the Japanese sounds. So yeah. Anyways, for anyone who might stop by in the next couple of seconds, I will be back on stream 12 p.m. EST, 3 p.m. PST on Tuesday. This Tuesday. And I'll be streaming Chrono Trigger again. Won't be starting from the beginning. We'll be from the part where Luca's showing off her teleportation machine. So it's still really early on, but it's not the very beginning because I don't want to restart the game because some really funny stuff happened, and I know that's stuff that will affect later on in the game. So I don't want to overwrite that. Even though like a lot of the stream was unwatchable. We'll continue on. I made a bookmark, so should have saved. If it doesn't, I guess we'll start from the very beginning. Speedrun stuff, and I'll make sure to try to repeat the same events as last stream. But yeah. Anyways, have a good evening, have a good morning, have a good afternoon, have a good time zone, and good night. Or, I guess, good time zone, I guess. Yeah. Anyways, I'm Inukitto. I'm a PNG tuber human. Not a dog, a human. Not a fox or a wolf. I am a human. And have a good life, I guess. See you on Tuesday.